10 Stoic Principles for Modern Women. Ancient Wisdom for Personal Growth. Stoicism, a philosophy for women's empowerment and personal growth. Stoicism, a timeless philosophy that transcends gender boundaries, offers valuable lessons for women that not only enhance their lives but also inspire those around them. In today's video, we'll explore 10 Stoic principles that can help women become better versions of themselves and set a positive example for others. Before we dive in, I'd like to express my gratitude for watching and encourage you to like and subscribe for more life-changing Stoic content. If you're new here, please hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest videos. Lesson 1, Lead by Example. As Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, waste no more time arguing over what a good woman should be. Be one. Instead of trying to coerce or criticize others into proper conduct, focus on modeling moral excellence through wisdom, strength, and compassion. Demonstrate upright behavior in your own life, and your principles will speak louder than empty words or judgments. When faced with choices, consider how your decision reflects on the virtue of your character, rather than calculating consequences for your reputation, popularity, or appearances. Stand up for yourself assertively when necessary, establishing clear boundaries against mistreatment, but retain respect for others and avoid lashing out reactively. Your example of rising above with grace often elevates difficult situations more effectively than force. Lesson 2, Fulfill your roles properly. Focus humbly on being the best daughter, partner, mother, friend, colleague, neighbor, or community member you can be in your current season of life. Fulfill each small duty with care, presence, and wisdom. Reflect often on the web of responsibilities woven into your relationships and station at this stage on your journey. Ask yourself, how can I engage in each personal role mindfully and with purpose? Provide loving guidance as a mother, honor your own parents as a daughter, and support your partner through life's joys and trials. Bring your full humanity to every interaction, avoiding unnecessary anxiety around conforming to societal standards or timelines of womanhood. Focus simply on mindful engagement with each responsibility in turn, letting go of perfectionism or rigid expectations. Bring your authentic self and full care to doing what this moment requires of you with devotion. Lead others by the example of integrity you demonstrate, and passionately pursue education, courses, and careers that help you develop your capabilities fully and make positive contributions to society. Additional principles. Protect and purify your moral purpose, fortifying your character against misfortune and never compromising integrity for advancement. Keep demonstrating excellence of soul steadily through both life's trials and triumphs, offering inspiration through your consistent virtue. Anchor worldly ambitions and achievements to the cornerstone of conscientiously fulfilling each foundational human role and duty you've been given. Character and wisdom shine through right action, however humble or grand, rather than looking outward to the opinions of others. Broaden your perspective by focusing on the immediate world around you. Take a moment to appreciate the everyday details and the simple tasks that shape your daily life. Find profound meaning in the quiet excellence and service you provide to those in your vicinity at this very moment. Often, the most significant purposes in life sprout from the tiniest, most ordinary beginnings. As the philosopher Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, our current actions resonate through eternity. The true honor and glory of womanhood do not lie in accolades, fame, or superficial recognition, but rather in the quiet dignity of fulfilling each intimate role with kindness, wisdom, humor, and grace throughout the seasons of life. Allow your inner light to shine brightly. Next, prioritize serving others instead of solely concentrating on your personal ambitions and desires. Align your broader life purpose with the greater good, and discover fulfillment in uplifting those around you through your unique talents and compassion. Take the time to reflect deeply on how your natural abilities, experiences, and insights can positively influence the lives of your family members. Offer wise advice when asked, support others during challenging times, and foster their growth and development. The gift of your full presence and attention can create meaningful connections. Expand your awareness to recognize the needs within your lolocal community and society that resonate with your interests and skills. Get involved with organizations and activism that advocate for justice, equality, conservation, and other noble causes. Use your insights, passion, time, and spirit creatively to tackle societal challenges. However, remember to take care of your own health and well-being first. You cannot generously fill others' cups when your own is empty. Be cautious of the subtle trap of becoming overly self-absorbed. Strive for balance by also nurturing purpose and joy that extend beyond yourself. When faced with inevitable challenges, shift your focus from a mindset of "why me" to a genuine inquiry of "how can I help?" Become a source of strength, healing, wisdom, and refuge for those around you, whether they are family members or strangers. Shared suffering can unite us in our humanity. Persevere through adversity, as life is filled with trials and tribulations. Obstacles, illnesses, loss, and unfair treatment all possess the potential to test our character and reveal hidden inner strength. Consciously engage with hardship, facing it with courage, resourcefulness, and perspective. Embrace suffering with grace. When confronted with daunting challenges, resist the urge to react with quick discouragement or passive resignation. Instead, resolve to endure the temporary storm with wisdom, patience, and good cheer. No matter how difficult the current circumstances may seem, allow the experience to purify you. Seek growth in the grit, viewing obstacles and misfortunes as profound opportunities to exemplify boldness, justice, resilience, and poised leadership under pressure, qualities that society often discourages in women. Recognize that each hardship you overcome expands your capacity for resilience. With consistent practice, facing trials head-on enables you to prevail even through the fiercest storms by tapping into the inner power and wisdom that lie within. When suffering inevitably arrives, meet it with conscious presence. Do not numb or evade legitimate pain and grief through distraction, denial, or suppression. Instead, listen to your sorrow and anger, allowing them the space to surface fully, expand, and then release naturally, much like the waves of the ocean that rise and fall until calmness returns. Heartache often follows its own rhythm and possesses a strange logic. Grant it the presence it deserves during the darkest nights. Stay motivated to keep moving forward by concentrating solely on taking the very next right action in front of you. When challenges seem relentless, break down seemingly insurmountable problems into small, manageable steps. Keep placing one foot in front of the other, consistently lifting yourself to take the next wise step, even if progress feels slow. Gradually, step by step, those small increments can accumulate into significant distances over time, driven by unwavering determination. It is essential to firmly plant your feet, as they will guide you on a remarkable journey. As the saying goes, courage is grace under pressure. When you learn to confront challenges and difficulties head-on, armed with spirited ingenuity and steadfast resolve, you emerge from the turmoil undeniably wiser, stronger, and more at peace. The pressures of life often reveal the hidden diamonds within us. On the other side of darkness, your light shines even more brightly after having triumphed over the seemingly endless night. Through relentless perseverance, you catch a glimpse of the dawn. Continue to push forward through all adversities. Remember, this too shall pass. Next, it is vital to appreciate the simple pleasures in life. Avoid tying your happiness and self-worth primarily to material possessions, appearances, or the relentless pursuit of stimulation and ambition. True contentment and meaning come from embracing the most fundamental yet profound gifts that life offers. Take moments to pause amidst the hustle and bustle of daily responsibilities, allowing yourself to reflect on the many simple joys that are available to us all, if only we take the time to notice them. A warm embrace from a loved one, an uncontrollable fit of laughter with close friends, the calming beauty of a sunset, or the sweet scent of rain on dry earth. None of these require wealth, yet we often overlook these wonders that nourish our souls, distracted by grander pursuits. Learn to savor the time spent meaningfully connecting with family and friends, cherishing their presence rather than merely consuming external experiences and material goods. Together, consciously simplify and declutter your life, intentionally refocusing each day on those relationships and practices that genuinely nurture your spirit, rather than blindly starving it in the chase for status and luxury. Create space for stillness amidst the chaos. Cultivate a daily practice of gratitude for your body's miraculous yet often overlooked abilities, its mobility, senses, and capacity to recover from illness. Express thanks for your eyes that allow you to behold the beauty of nature, your ears that can be filled with the transcendent power of music, and your hands that enable you to create. Living simpler, slower lives that prioritize community and character often enrich us far more than the hurried pursuit of wealth and credentials. Appreciate what sustains you in the present moment. Of course, it is also important to take wise, guided actions to reasonably provide for and care for yourself and your family. However, modern culture subtly fosters discontent by promoting an airbrushed vision of life that is ultimately unattainable. Remember, comparison is the thief of joy. Consciously turn away at times from the alluring coals of greed and sensationalism, and instead, seek more modest states of awareness, gratitude, and contentment. Happiness does not reside in the endless acquisition of material goods and stimulation, but rather in mindfully savoring the meaning found in the simplest daily blessings. As the great Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely stated, set yourself to gain tranquility by cultivating integrity and wisdom. Prioritize wisdom over the desire for wealth, viewing wealth and status as mere responsibilities entrusted to you rather than ultimate goals. Devote yourself to nurturing a tranquil mind, for true happiness and fulfillment are discovered not in the pursuit of material or worldly gains, but in living and relating with integrity, meaning, and service. Lastly, take time to reflect on yourself. Avoid complacency and stagnation by regularly examining your traits, behaviors, and motivations. Engage in introspection to illuminate areas where you need to strengthen and demonstrate greater wisdom. Know yourself thoroughly. Set aside time each day to reflect on your recent thoughts, words, and actions without excessive judgment. Honestly observe any patterns that may arise, such as old weaknesses like gossiping, jealousy, or indulging in anger. Have new virtues like patience, discretion, charity, or courage emerged organically? Track your progress and setbacks with nuance. Additionally, take time to reflect carefully before going to bed each night. Reflect on the essence of your day. Did your actions align seamlessly with your core values, principles, and purpose from dawn till dusk? Or did you succumb to fleeting distractions driven by egoistic impulses and mundane worries? Take stock of your decisions and interactions while they are still vivid in your memory, identifying valuable lessons learned. Cultivate the habit of regular self-assessment, but avoid falling into the trap of harsh self-critique or judgment. The overarching aim is to refine your best self daily, achieved through compassionate self-awareness and patience with inherent imperfections, not through self-condemnation. Progress gently yet persistently. Periodically acknowledge areas of genuine growth and your accomplishments, celebrating victories while maintaining a humble mindset of a lifelong learner. Regardless of how solid your virtues seem in certain spheres, remember there are always higher echelons of wisdom, skill, and noble character to aspire to. Humbly refine yourself continuously, without resting on your laurels. As Socrates, the renowned Greek philosopher, once said, an unexamined life is not worth living. Regularly applying rigorous yet compassionate introspection fosters essential self-knowledge and perspective, enabling you to discern and demonstrate your noblest words and actions each day. Know thyself, your shadows and light, thoroughly. Live in the present consciously. Continuously bring your focus back to the experiences unfolding right now, whenever you notice your thoughts drifting into unproductive ruminations about the past. Gently redirect your attention to the present moment, remembering that the past can't be altered. Honor it by learning from any useful lessons and letting go of attachments, then moving forward. Similarly, when your mind habitually wanders to worrying about potential future outcomes, like finding love, financial security, or career success, gently bring your focus back to the opportunities and obligations of the present. The future is ultimately out of your control. Engage thoughtfully in what this moment demands, without fixating on hypothetical scenarios. Make mindfulness meditation a daily routine to strengthen your mental ability to calmly return your attention repeatedly to the present. Sit quietly, breathe consciously, and let go of distracting thoughts as they emerge. Come back to the sensation of inhaling and exhaling, staying rooted in the ever-changing present. This prevents getting lost in excessive contemplation of the static past or imagined futures. Each moment becomes vivid, fresh, and precious when you fully inhabit it. Avoid gossip and pettiness. Don't allow yourself to get entangled or emotionally invested in unnecessary interpersonal dramas, whether as a victim or participant. Choose the path of restraint, understanding, and maturity when faced with social conflicts. Be mindful when you find yourself holding on to resentments, endlessly replaying perceived offenses from others, or secretly wishing to retaliate against those who have wronged you, intentionally or not. When you recognize yourself spiraling into such counterproductive mindsets, consciously let go of grudges promptly, rather than dwelling on unpleasant memories or past experiences. Each day presents the gift of a fresh start. Move forward. Likewise, resist the urge to engage in careless gossip, excessive complaining about others' flaws, or belittling people behind their backs. Be cautious in negatively judging the complexities of others' missteps and shortcomings, which you likely share to some extent, being equally human. Offer criticism only when absolutely necessary, always with nuance, context, and genuine compassion for our shared human struggles. Of course, stand firm in defending yourself when clearly justified. Understanding the importance of establishing healthy boundaries is crucial, especially when it comes to protecting oneself from mistreatment by others. It is essential to set these boundaries appropriately, but it is equally important to avoid becoming entangled in prolonged and draining conflicts or drama. Maturely addressing the inevitable disagreements and differences that arise in life requires a calm and rational approach, rather than reacting emotionally. By practicing the art of letting go of past grievances and slights, you demonstrate true wisdom, leadership, and inner strength as a woman. This means refusing to engage in or propagate pettiness, excessive complaining, or trivial gossip. Instead, strive to remain unbothered by the shortcomings and mistakes that are unfortunately common in human behavior. By leading through your own dignified example, you can inspire others to do the same. Next, it is vital to assess your self-worth based on your character rather than societal status. True nobility and a lasting positive impact do not stem from acquiring titles, wealth, or the fleeting admiration of others. Instead, they arise from the humble cultivation and consistent demonstration of timeless virtues in your everyday actions. Take the time to reflect on your own mindset and be aware if you unconsciously measure your value as a person based on external markers such as prestigious job titles, degrees from elite institutions, salaries, or public accolades. Deep down, you may recognize that these external validations are temporary and ultimately beyond your control. They do not enhance your intrinsic worth in any way. Instead, prioritize the daily development of timeless virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, moderation, honesty, and compassion. This ongoing journey of internal growth, focused on refining the excellence of your soul, will provide a much deeper and more lasting sense of self-respect, fulfillment, and contentment than any external validation through credentials, fame, or acclaim could ever offer. While it is perfectly acceptable to pursue ambitious goals and apply your talents to make a positive impact in the world, aim to do so for the principles involved rather than seeking constant external validation through your achievements. Serve humbly from your core essence rather than for applause or fleeting approval, and align your actions with your conscience instead of conforming to the crowd's opinions. Remember that the rare visionaries who have fundamentally transformed society often sacrificed worldly glory and status during their lifetimes to take courageous and controversial stands for timeless truths that were not popular at the time. Their integrity and groundbreaking ideas have endured long after their societal fortunes have faded. You are planting seeds today whose fruits may only be reaped by future generations. Focus on laying the groundwork for a wiser future rather than seeking short-term glory. As the great philosopher Plato wisely stated, the mind is not a vessel to be filled, but rather a fire to be kindled. Strive to nurture that inner fire of wisdom, justice, courage, and compassion by living each day according to your highest insights with integrity. No external title, status, or validation can ever bestow genuine worth upon you. It springs directly from your inner light, which should shine brightly. Lastly, it is important to view luxuries for what they truly are, temporary pleasures that can be taken away. Avoid becoming overly dependent on or desperately clinging to non-essential comforts, material possessions, and status symbols. Instead, learn to enjoy these external luxuries judiciously when they are available, without becoming attached to them, as they are merely extras that fortune may grant or take away. Take a mindful inventory of the luxuries, status, and comforts you currently enjoy, such as fine dining, spacious and aesthetically pleasing homes, expensive discretionary purchases, or lavish vacations abroad. Fully savor and appreciate these blessings when they are present, but remain aware that they may not always be permanent fixtures in your life. Do not take luxuries for granted. Instead of viewing wealth and leisure as guaranteed rights or fixed entitlements, adopt a mindset that sees them as valuable tools for personal growth and contributing to the greater good. For instance, use your resources to support education, enhance your skills, or assist those in need. Create beauty through culture and foster genuine connections across diverse communities. However, avoid treating external comforts and status symbols as ultimate goals in themselves, to be squandered on vanity, ego, or endless self-indulgence. Allocate your resources wisely for meaningful purposes that extend beyond personal gratification. Naturally, ensure you and your family's basic needs are met to maintain health, dignity, and an ethical livelihood. Yet, modern consumer culture often perpetuates the dangerous illusion that luxury, social image, and external validation define your worth as a person. In reality, your character's integrity and the depth of your wisdom far outweigh superficial circumstances. Embrace humility and simplicity by living frugally, even below your means, as luxuries can subtly enslave you by fostering dependence and insatiable desires. Preserve your inner freedom to navigate life's uncertainties and prioritize virtue above all else. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely advised, treasure moral values, gentleness, and a calm mind above material pursuits. View wealth and luxuries as temporary resources entrusted to your care, not as ends to relentlessly pursue. Remember, material comforts should serve your highest ethical principles, not control you. Maintain perspective amidst privilege, appreciate comforts when they are available, but avoid clinging to them anxiously. True fulfillment, meaning, and contentment arise from cultivating wisdom, character, and service, not from indulging in external pleasures. If you've made it this far, thank you for listening. If any of these Stoic insights resonate with you, feel free to start a thoughtful discussion in the comments. Stoic dialogue is exactly what philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca encouraged. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and as always, may you find peace and serenity in the Stoic path.